Let's just touch their permanents. Let's see how much stuff they can't do. Look at all that gray text. Look at all that beautiful, wonderful gray text. All that stuff that they can't do. Hello, my fair citizens. My name is Striderstone. I'm the Mayor of Sodium City, and today we have a mono-white control deck. This one is a little bit different than the rest of them since it does so much more annoyingness in the early game than all the others. It was really fun. I had a blast. You can never really go wrong with Mana Tithe. I'm not really going to go over what Mana Tithe does, but if you know, you know. I got really addicted to Overwhelming Splendor after one of the previous viewer decks that I played, so I decided to add it into this deck because what other place to put it than a mono-white control deck, right? Now, I also used the Immortal Sun as well as God-Pharaoh statue for heavy control, so keep that in mind. Again, when I say control, it's control. Overwhelming Splendor is an 8-mana curse that has players' creatures lose all abilities and makes them have the base power and toughness of 1/1. Now, they can still be pumped and get tokens and blah, 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 but we don't really care about that. It's their inherent abilities, like the enter the battlefield effects, the leaving effects, all of that stuff. None of it matters, and that's what we like, because why would you put in a vanilla 1/1 in your deck, right? Who cares? But on top of that, the cursed player can't even activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. So they can still activate their Planeswalker abilities, which is why we're running the Immortal Sun. They can still activate cards like Lawanor Elf or whatever, but they can't really do much with artifacts or other creatures like, I don't know, name a creature. They can't do anything with Cat Oven. There you go. It shuts down Cat Oven, but if you're making it to turn 8 with Cat Oven, you're probably in an okay spot regardless. Now, the Immortal Sun, one of my favorite cards. It's a 6-mana artifact that says that loyalty abilities cannot be activated. This both for the opponent and us, but we get to draw an extra turn on our upkeep, and spells we cast cost 1 colorless less, and creatures we control get +1/+1. It's really kind of a jack of all trades, and it's colorless, so you can put it in any deck. I like it a lot. However, God-Pharaoh statue is a 6-mana artifact that has all spells the opponent's cast cost 2 colorless more, and they also take 1 damage at the end of our turn, so it's like a 20-turn clock, but everything is more expensive. We don't have any land destruction in this deck, so later on in the game when we actually get this off, it kind of just loses a lot of what it needs to do. So I may actually end up cutting this for something like a Cage Sun or something that tutors for other cards that we want in the deck. But God-Pharaoh statue is relatively underwhelming unless we get it out really, really early on like turn 4, 5, or 6. Outside of that, it's just kind of fizzly. Our win condition in this deck is Dawn of Hope. This is one of my favorite cards, especially win conditions. I don't typically run many win conditions, but this is win condition with card advantage. But this is also why I kind of want to add Cage Sun to the deck. So Dawn of Hope is just a 2-mana enchantment with the ability of whenever you gain life, you can now pay 2 colorless to draw a card, which is really good. Usually I play tap out control, but when our most expensive card is 6 mana and they're all legendary, it becomes to a spot where it's pretty easy to hold up 2 mana. And if we are playing with Cage Sun, all of our white sources are tapping for double white, so it makes it even easier. But it also has the ability of paying 4 colorless to make a 1/1 lifelink creature, which is fantastic because Immortal Sun gives all our creatures +1/+1, and Cage Sun will also give all of our creatures +1/+1. And again, the more I talk about it, the more I'm even talking about it right now, the more I want to take out. I have to put Cage Sun in this deck. I think we need to take out God-Pharaoh statue and just put in Cage Sun. I'm not going to lie. I think we just have to do it. But I'd like to take a break and give a huge shout out to all the Twitch subs and YouTube members of the channel. You've all been a great support lately, and it's been blowing up. And even if you've just been sharing the videos with people you think might like them, I also think that's probably helping a lot more than you think. So please keep doing that. It really does help widen out the reach that we have. Like my little tendrils of agony are just reaching out to people with the land destruction and all. So if you want to know what details of things that you get when you are a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, then you can just hit that join button down below. Now that we got all that self-promo out of the way, I will 100% recommend this deck. I had a blast playing it, and it performed really, really, really well. So if you're up to taking it, making some changes, especially adding Encaged Sun, let me know how it works in the description below. I'd be really, really interested. If you make a lot of changes, then definitely give me the deck list. I'd be really interested to check that out because I'd probably play it. Not even joking. But if you wanted to play it as it is right now, it's going to cost you 28 rares and 6 mythics. So it's not that bad, really. You can get this deck list by clicking on that card that pops out at the top right hand corner of this video, and it'll send you on over to my Aether Hub page where you can get all of my old and updated deck lists. And you can also get the text-based version of the deck in the description below. So these are one of the videos, the very few videos that I have done where I've recorded it completely offline, away from the stream. So also let me know in the comments section below if you like these types of videos, if you want to see more, or if you like the interaction with stream. Just let me know how you like it. And then again, definitely share the videos with people you think you would like them. Tap it, smash it, stay salty. Enjoy. I wonder how many decks that I have that I could just switch up some lands and then they'd be Explorer instead of Historic. I'm sure there's quite a few. Although I've never actually checked. That is very interesting. Because a lot of times the reason I'm running so much historic decks or so many historic decks is because there's so many good historic lands. It's not always the cards that are, well, I guess lands are cards, but it's not always necessarily like the creatures or enchantments or artifacts or whatever. It's typically the lands that make it. Oh, what is this? I forgot what this deck do. Okay, sacrifice. I know, I said on my sacrifice creature, put a ++1 counter on each. So it's a vampire deck. So with vampire decks, you probably want to counter the vampire planeswalkers. What does this do? Enters battlefield and an opponent lost light that turn, put a ++1 counter. You know, I'm just getting a Mana Tithe just because why not? I love Mana Tithe. It's such a fun card. It's like, who plays Mana Tithe? I mean, this is dying for sure. But I didn't have anything to do with it anyway, so it's basically fine. It's basically fine. Had I had a Lotus Field in my hand, now that would have been a waste. So whenever I have Lotus Field in my hand and a Proctor, a Strict Proctor, I never do it. No, go away. Put that back in your hand. That is such a... Now, unfortunately, I don't get to gain any life from this, but I don't think they have much enchantment removal in those. I mean, there is a little bit of enchantment removal in black for those colors, especially 3, like if they're running Libation, but they may want to finally play this card, which should be hilarious because then we just Wrath the God, right? Because all of these spells that I have in my hand are very expensive and I need to be able to draw them. Do you have land destroy? Oh my god, it scared me so bad. Anytime someone looks at my land, I like freak out a little bit. Does this... Okay. I was a little worried if it became indestructible at some point in time. Because they kept holding priority and I was like, huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I get one more land, I could throw down Immortal Sun, which makes all of my stuff 1 less. Which would be great. Because then this costs 7. and then I draw 2 cards a turn, so my chances of drawing a land is like a tiny bit higher. Oh, that's not good. They're bringing everything back? Wake to Slaughter. Choose up 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. An opponent chooses one of them, return the card to your hand, the other into the battlefield. So the one that's more expensive, choose land card to return to opponent's hand. The expensive one I want to put into their hand. This is a pretty good card, too. I didn't even see that I had haste. I only have 1 creature this time. Anji. Now, the reason I put the expensive card back in their hand is because I don't like trample. Why do you gotta have flample? Whenever I cast a spell, that player creates a blood token. Whenever that attacks. Okay. Well, at least we know they don't have anything useful. Right? They don't have any removal. Granted, they can do something with that. Obviously, attacking here to get a card draw. Dawn of Hope is amazing like that. It makes a lifelink token. Block or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to get a life. Unless they have first strike, of course. Or kill it. So we gain life, and then we're going to pay 2 to draw a card. We take those all day, every day. And does this have anything special? You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. So what Eiganjo allows us to do is we can search for planes, and this allows us to set up for everything that we needed to do a turn before. We need to play our Immortal Sun into our Overwhelming Splendor. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be our 7th land. Now, hopefully they just can't kill us, because if they can kill us, that is bad, obviously. They can use their blood token, and then my face hurts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do have 6 mana. Okay, so we're gonna we have to keep up 4 mana for Settle the Wreckage. I think we could probably just discard Proctor and bring back a Proctor, because what that allows us to do is this prevents their ETB effects. Any of their enter the battlefield effects that they get now are turned off. So now what we do is we have to debate the Settle the Wreckage, right? That's all we have to do. And we could have actually threw down Rule of Law that turn, which we should have done. That was kind of a big punt. But we can... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you going to pay for that? Is this madness? I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Dude, the transformed version of this looks so sick. An Eldrazi Vampire? I've never seen that. Swing all, swing all. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Triple doggy dare you. Do it. Do it. Do it! I mean, if that's all they're gonna do, then sure. Because we could trade with that. And we get to draw a card. Because I'm not gonna waste a settle on 2 creatures, right? I don't know why they didn't attack with that. I mean, the reason they wouldn't attack with that is that if they know that No. They're playing around Settle the Wreckage. Which is smart, just not good for us. We could have technically done 2 there to get 2 HP and not gone down any life, but I might pop my blood token as well, which wouldn't have technically mattered, but... And I might have to throw down my Rule of Law. No, I don't actually want to throw that back, because now I want to play it. Because now I can play it, and... Yeah. Yeah, so now I can actually play my Rule of Law and keep up Settle the Wreckage, and I'm not super worried. An opponent is on full control mode, because why wouldn't they be? I don't think we've stabilized, technically. I have no idea what the opponent is doing. They don't have any mana open. So, with Overwhelming Splendor being as great of a card as it is, which I don't even think you can read it right now. But, it is... I enchant the player. It's a curse. It's pretty nice. Their creatures lose all abilities and have the base power toughness of 1/1. They can't activate abilities that aren't mana or loyalty abilities. So anything they want to do, they have to do right now. And they're completely tapped out. These will still have 1/1 counters. So this Aristocrat and this Purveyor will still have... Oh, and the Anji. We'll still have 1/1 counters. But we have a 1/1, a 1/3, and a 3/4. So we have some stuff. But they won't have flyers anymore. They don't have 8 creatures. I don't think they have 8 power on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do. They have exactly 8 power on the board. So if they kill all 3 of my creatures right now, I should have... If they kill all 3 of my creatures with the 1 card they have in their hand, I mean, right now they can... I see. Right now I have no idea what they're doing. But this is a great card. All their stuff is grounded. Now every time I block with my Architect, it's going to create a 1/1. And we're probably going to run away with this game because now we get to cast the Immortal Sun. We have a Reprieve. We have a Rule of Law. We're just going to pump out Dawn of Hope tokens as much as possible. So it's just, we're kind of... We're essentially good. Wherever they bring in isn't going to have haste, so it's just going to exile. So if they do this, Wake to Slaughter, it gains haste. It's no longer going to gain haste. I think that's how it works. Because the creature is gaining haste, you're not giving it haste. If that makes sense. And I don't even know if they have 2 creatures. Yeah, they still only have 1 creature in their graveyard anyway. Ooh, are they big sad? Are they the big sad? The biggest of sad? Oh, man, opponent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's just... Let's just touch their permanents. Let's see how much stuff they can't do. Look at all that gray text. Look at all that beautiful, wonderful gray text. All that stuff that they can't do. Look at it. This had lifelink. This had flying. This... Get out of my queue, you roping piece of... Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody cares about you. This is what we live for. This right here. Could you imagine if they cast something? Reprieve. If only we had Rule of Law down, then Reprieve would be even better. Oh, with the new set, there's the blue card that's a lot like Reprieve that's coming out that returns the card to their hand. Oh man, Rule of Law is going to be so trolly. I am so hype. Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. I mean, when people get mad, they just get mad and they get mad forever. Stay mad. Get mad and stay mad. That's all I have to say about that. Get mad and stay mad. I hope you uninstall. I forgot I had this card in the deck. This is a good card. This is a bad hand. It's not terrible, but it's not good. The greatest combo, no, I don't want to say the greatest. If we had Seal Away in this deck, then it would be great, right? But Authority of the Consul does work. So when a creature enters the battlefield, it enters battlefield taps. So we kind of get rid of haste, right? But we also gain a life. With Dawn of Hope, whenever we gain life, we can pay 2 and draw a card. So this has some really nice synergy. Now, if we had Seal Away is like a 2-mana enchantment. It's a 2-mana enchantment that whenever a creature is tapped, or you can exile a creature that's tapped, and it's a flash enchantment. So it's really good with Authority of the Consul as well. I have a feeling they're not going to be much of a... Oh, looks like it's more of a blink deck. You know what? I'm going to keep up Reprieve. Because I have a feeling they're going to play something that I don't want them to play. Like that. They may be like, wait, what? What happened? So now we play tap land. Because we can. And my problem right now is that I think they have the 3-mana card. We still don't have removal. Yet. Oh, Mana Tithe, ooh baby. Okay, so we're gonna do Dawn of Hope. And we're on that hope. We got Reprieve and Mana Tithe. Oh, I love Mana Tithe. It's such a trolley card. No. Dude, Mana Tithe is such a... Oh my god. Who plays Mana Tithe? Alright, so we're gonna play this tapped. We have enough to, if they play a creature, it'll come into play tapped, and we get to draw a card from Dawn of Hope. This is perfect. Or, worst case scenario, this is fine. They have to pay extra. Are you going to pay for that? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I paid for the wrong thing. I would have to pay for both. Okay. I have misjudged the situation. I have severely misjudged the situation. Okay, now we can do it. Yes. I will pay 2. And I will draw a card. Thank you. Thank you. See, we did it. 4 mana draw a card and gain a life. I might have to keep taking this 3 because this is so much life and I don't have removal yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I could get this Overwhelming Splendor down, that would be great. But I mean, what are the odds? What do we have? What are our board wipes? We have 4 rats and 2 settles. Oh, this is great. Now we have 1 mana reprieves. And now it's a perfect blocker for Strict Proctor. Beautiful. Nice creatures. Look at all the gray text. To be fair, they have missed a couple land drops, but they don't really need a land in their deck, considering. All things considered, we haven't hit a board wipe, but they're not going to like this. Come on, hit the land drop. I believe in you, opponent. I believe in you. We may have to readdress the situation. There's no way they attack into my Dawn of Hope tokens, right? I severely underestimated. Or overestimated the knowledge of my opponents. Now, the reason I block those instead of these is because I believe even in the graveyard, these will still have their disturb cost so they can cast it. So I think this only prevents the stuff that's on the battlefield. Yeah, opponent, you were gone. Yeah. When you miss like 5 land drops, you were pretty much screwed. But also, you were screwed regardless. The only reason... If they were going to start hitting lands, I was going to start hitting board wipes. It was going to be the same thing. Either way, we were winning that game. That's all we have to count on. As long as people don't read. We don't like it when people read. When people read, there's too many intelligent things that end up happening. Okay. We need 1 land. All right? I'm recording this off stream. So this is the power of YouTube, okay? If I do not hit this land, I'm blaming it on YouTube, okay? So I need a subscription. I need you to hit that sub button right now to get this land, okay? I need that sub button. Not good. All right, come on, sub button. Sub button, hit that sub button. Thank you. Thank you. This, okay, didn't get countered. Now, typically, I never play Strict Proctor before I can actually play Lotus Field. But, in this case, I had a backup. I'm not... Okay, so now they have counter spells. So they have the 3 mana. I'm like, mono blue. What are you doing with a mono blue? I don't think they care too much what I'm doing with 1/3s, 1/3 flyers. They may counter it just because they're like, I don't want to deal with flying blockers. But they're like, since they already have one. Ooh, okay, they're not mono blue. Azorius. Are you going to pay for those? Okay, that's great. This gives us, just because they tapped out, they needed to pay 2 twice because the Proctor stacks. Are you going to pay 4 to gain 1 HP? That would be great. That would be great. Please don't kill my Immortal Sun. This would be a great card to hit. Because this is a free discard of Rule of Law, although I have nothing to get back anyway. I mean, I have 4, but I'm not going to pay 4. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to pay 4 for that. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to pay 4 to find 1 land. When you don't stream on Twitch or Kick or YouTube, apparently when you just play offline games, you just win all the time. That's all you do. All you do is win. It's that simple. That's all you gotta do. I'm apparently not streaming anymore. That's what it is. That's really all it is. No, I'll still be streaming. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, I believe it's gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen. We are going to top deck a Proctor. We're doing it. Okay? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I need one more sub. One more sub for a Proctor. All right? It's 1 sub per top deck. 1 sub per top deck. This is what we're going with now. And it's going to get real annoying because I have to top deck all the time. Hashtag team no moly. All right. Hashtag team no moly, baby. Or at least give me a Mana Tithe just to mess with people. I just want to mess with people. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, whoever it was. So again, never play Proctor on 2, especially when they're in black-red, because they'll just kill it, right? How about no? See, this is good, because now they're going to play the Kroza for free. It's going to stay in the battlefield, and then I just Wrath right after. Or they don't know that interaction. They don't know the interaction. They could have got a free Kroza. They could have literally got a free Kroza. I wouldn't have had to discard anything, but... I mean, now they can. Nope. Unfortunately, they got the Rule of Law. But... and a Steve. Do they have another one? That'd be devastating. Yep. Okay. So we definitely have to play this. And we're gonna Wrath. Now, if they do anything with this, if they can, these are treasures. Not good. Not good. Those treasures hurt a lot. But we have 2/5/5s, 2/5/5 flyers. Maybe they can't do anything. I mean, they can obviously play Kroza. Super unfortunate. I'll just discard my Mana Tithe. This is very sad. Please don't have another discard. Okay, so I have this. We're hovering over the castle, right? Because... Ooh, okay, that's their third Shieldred. If they draw removal, we're in a bad... Well, they don't get anything, but it's still upsetting. They know we have Settle. They did have removal. They gotta attack with Kroza, of course. They're gonna get a basic land out of that, even if they have any. It doesn't seem like they did. No, hope... Oh, do they have artifact removal? That would be devastating. Ow. Ow. Okay, if they have removal, I lose. If they have removal, I lose. Oh, no. Maybe casting God-Pharaoh statue. If they have another Kroza, I lose. Because my Immortal Sun makes me draw 2. Ooh. Which obviously makes me lose 4 immediately. It feels like removal, because they keep hovering over my creatures. Okay. Oh, thank Wrath. Thank you, Wrath of God. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. It was probably because one of you subscribed. That's probably what it was. That's hilarious. This game is hilarious. I love this game. All right. Damn, they have enough. Are you gonna pay for that? They didn't have enough mana to pay for the... Did they? Wait, yeah, they didn't have enough mana to pay for it because Strict Proctor, right? Am I crazy? Yeah. They didn't have enough mana because of the Mana Tithe. Oh, devastating. Oh, how devastating. The opponent is in shambles. It's like I'm Law right now. Room. Shambles. Because this is an ETB effect When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything. Mana Tithe. Counter target spell unless the controller pays 1. But God-Pharaoh statue increases their mana cost by 2. So this costs 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I Mana Tithe them, making them pay 7. And so they only had 1 treasure available to pay instead of having the 2. So if I didn't Mana Tithe that, they would have had protection from everything, which would have prevented me from winning that game. I mean, we're undefeated. What are we going to do? And now that I say we're undefeated, we're probably going to lose, and I'm going to be really upset about it. Be like, man, I should have stopped it. Because we could have clickbaited the undefeated. No, it's fine. We have Restoration of Eiganjo. I like this card. Come on, we just need a top deck. A Dawn of Hope. We need a Strict Proctor, a Dawn of Hope, or an Authority Consul. Oh, it's land destruction. That's not good. Not good. Not good. We don't have that kind of ramp. I mean, I guess we kind of do. That Reprieve is going to help a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they go for waking the trolls, we get to Reprieve it. That's fine. Do we just rat this? Yeah. I think we rat this so they get no value out of it. And then now when they wait, I automatically assume. Ew. I don't like that card. Okay, so we need to find our Dawn of Hope. How about no? Omega lol. No, the Stone Rain. Okay, so let's Wrath into this. This is so bad for us. All right. Okay. They have so much mana. They have so much mana. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. And that's the problem. They could just keep doing this. 3, 4. Taking 4 every turn. Okay, we'll gain a life. Do I have anything worth? Can't get back that. Can't get any of that. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Going down to 1 HP. 1 HP in a dream. One HP. Come on. Top deck. Settle the Wreckage. We should have quit while we were ahead. We should have quit while we were ahead. This mother... Damn it. We should have quit while we were ahead. We were not drawing properly. We were drawing for land destruction when we should have been drawing for, I don't know, something. We didn't get any of our expensive cards. Had we had our expensive cards, we might have been able to do something with that. Like if we drew our the card Overwhelming Splendor. Had we drawn our Overwhelming Splendor, they wouldn't have been able to attack us with the land, period. We would have been fine. Right? We would have been perfectly fine. Yeah, we just didn't get it. But we also didn't get our Immortal Sun. God-Pharaoh statue is still kind of iffy in this deck, but it did help a couple times. The thing is, having 3 Immortal Suns is way too much, and having more than one Overwhelming Splendor is it's already kind of iffy. It's a funny deck, though. I definitely wouldn't mind going up another Dawn of Hope, because that's a really good card. But we need to find a way to reliably get Lotus Field out and keep it out without having to sacrifice things. So we have to have Strict Proctor and something else. Let me know in the comments section below if you like the offline content and not like the streamed content. Let me know if you all like it. It's an interesting change of pace. I don't know if I'll do it for every video, but every once in a while. I was having a really bad day today as far as just everything that was going on. Nothing like mentally, as far as I wasn't super sad or anything. I was just dealing with a lot of stuff with work and some other personal stuff. It was just a lot of really annoying things. You know what I'm some people may know what I'm talking about. It's one thing after another. I was talking with my doctor's office, and then records were getting all messed up. I was talking with other people, and then they couldn't do their job properly. I was talking with other people, and it was they had to transfer me to somebody else, and then they had to transfer me to somebody else, and they had to transfer me to somebody else. And it was literally 8 hours of this the entire day. And I was just not in a mental space to effectively stream and not get a comment in chat that would be kind of innocuous and me not blow up at them, because I was just not having a good day mentally. So that was the reason for the offline content. But let me know in the comment section below if you like this type of content. Maybe we'll do it more frequently, every once in a while. We'll see. But yeah, let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.